Hey, coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest in an undisclosed bunker in Oregon. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to get up tonight and see if anybody wanted to come up again. I guess I'll try it maybe one more time. If not, I'll probably just stop doing live feeds. I kind of took a break from making videos because there's just too much going on and everybody's covering it. So I was like, use my discernment here. And I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around about Ukraine and some of the videos coming out. There's fighter pilots and stuff that I've seen that I watch that are like, yeah, no, that's not what the caption is saying. And then also, there's a couple news stations got busted for showing uh, airstrikes and shit from Syria. So you just got to use your discernment there and actually look into the stuff and not believe it immediately when you see it. So anyway, anybody wants to get up and talk about discernment or what's going on and with the trucker convoy? I mean, I've watched a little bit of it. I'm not watching too much of it, but looks pretty good. And I think they were rolling into Oklahoma today, and man, Oklahoma came out for them. They were on the overpasses and on the exits. I mean, there was tons of cars parked there. Oreo Express is out there in the convoy, filming everything, and I've been basically mostly watching him. I know there's probably other people out there, but they're doing both. The multiple feeds on a phone is hard to watch when somebody's restreaming, which I just hate these restreamers. They're taking money, for restreaming somebody else's footage. So, um, other than that, I mean, it's finally started raining here in Oregon. Looks like it's going to rain for a while because we haven't had rain for, geez, I don't know, a couple weeks, which was nice, but it got damn cold here this week overnight. I think the lowest I got here was 19. You wake up and you don't want to get out of bed. Of course, Remo, he's always wanted to be in the covers with me. So, all right, let me check the chat here. Let's see what's going on in the chat if anybody's in here. Sorry. Um, Aurora Northern Brigade. I'm just gonna call you A and B, man. Hey, Debbie Carson, how you doing? Good to see you. How's things up there? Are you guys getting rain too? Looks like the whole Pacific Northwest is getting rain right now. It's not too bad though. I mean, I actually went up to the store earlier and it was kind of like our light rain, so it was no big deal. Oh, you got snow? Okay, yeah. I haven't really checked the radar other than locally. I know it's been cold up in Ohio, where my mom's at. But yeah, I hope the truckers don't run into any big storms. I think I still, I keep hearing, and I can't find anything, but I've been kind of lazy about doing intel, searches and stuff. But I still keep hearing people say that there was one from Ohio, one from Washington. I don't even know where the hell the Washington convoy's at. And I guess from what I heard today on a local guy, there was people in the comments here in Oregon saying one was taken off March 1st from Oregon, and it's like, hey, can you guys just do like they did, which didn't do anything, but back in that was 20. I think it was March. No, it was April or yeah, April of 2020 because I went down there, covered it all, and had all these videos that YouTube took down when they obliterated my channel. But there was truckers and it was like a convoy around the Capitol for a couple hours. It was pretty cool. But you know, our governor and our legislature, they didn't do shit. So they don't care if people are out there driving trucks and you know. Oh, you got some spotty snow? Yeah, I think yesterday it snowed a little bit up in Portland in the morning, but I didn't get any down here. Because I think today is the first day in I'd say 2 weeks that we've had any kind of rain, which is odd for this time of year. But it's been damn cold. So I guess I'll sit back and see if anybody wants to come up and give their opinions on what's going on in this clown world, what kind of discernment they're using. Just it's amazing how people are falling for all kinds of misinformation. They see it on the internet, and I mean, I'd say that's 98% of the world. It's hey, just calm down. Wait till the next day. You're gonna find out it's not true. And then of course nobody ever freaking goes back and actually looks at stuff. Like, oh, I saw it on the internet. Oh, it was real. It's like, oh, well, did you see the guy the next day that put out, proof that it's not real? I mean, geez, people are so freaking stupid. Now, I watched a little bit of CPAC. I didn't watch Trump because I was like, big deal, no big deal. And the CPAC thing down there. I mean, there's some good speakers, but it's like, what are you guys doing, man? Seriously, you're not doing shit. And you're firing up the base. Well, that happened back in 2010 with the Tea Party. And what happened to the Tea Party? It petered out. And I'm just afraid this convoy and the patriotism that I'm seeing, across the country, is just gonna fade out after this is over. I mean, people are just, you know, they're just they don't want to make a sacrifice. I mean, seriously, my personal opinion of the host, people won't make a sacrifice, and I could name, I don't know, I could probably count them on two hands. People in my life that they know what's going on, but they won't make a sacrifice for anything or step up to the plate, and of course, friends too. I mean, geez. They want to talk the talk and not walk the walk. So it's like, shut the hell up. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. And I know this is, the pandemic kind of split up, families. And I was actually listening to, because I listen to the AM radio, but I was listening to because it's all real estate and car shows and shit on the weekends. But I was listening to a real estate show out of Salem, and lady, one of the realtors was on, and that sponsors the show, and they they said couple found a house and they wanted to sell their house, and they had the contract written and everything, and they backed out because that couple got divorced, and I mean, who knows what it was, but then they put it back on the market. The same thing happened again, and the third time, so it happened like three times. It's like families are splitting up over you know, vax or not vax, or just political bullshit. It's just ridiculous. Um, okay, we got two in here. If anybody wants to come up, hey, A and B, if you want to come up, speak your mind. That's fine. I didn't really announce this, but I did send it to a couple people in my circle, and A and B is one of them. So thanks for showing up, buddy. Appreciate it. I think we've been having some good talks lately, man, offline. So, and I try to watch all the stuff you send me, man. But geez, it gets hard to watch everything that everybody wants you to watch. That's for sure. And of course, here in Oregon, I mean, they're gonna they moved the mask mandate down from March 31st to March 19th, and it's like I didn't check the cases today, but yesterday it was only like 800 cases in the entire state, and they just don't want to give up their power, in my humble opinion. Oh, we do have a guest here. Hang on a second. It's got to be A and B. Okay, man, dude, you got to change your. Let me add you the stream. You got to change your name on StreamYard.
How do I do that?
Okay, you there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, man, you're
I know. I get
well,
it.
when you log in, you just change your name, man. You can change your icon and you can change your name.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah. So, hey, is there any trucker convoys coming down from New York?
Oh, I don't know. I heard the one that went from Pennsylvania was a big flop.
Yeah, I mean, well, the mainstream media is not covering this at all. So, I mean, I
One
just,
truck, but one truck? I don't know. I think there's something. I think maybe the people in Pennsylvania might know something we don't. They're awfully close to there. I'm sure they did some research.
yeah, I did see the California convoy. It was reported, and I haven't seen an update, but this trucker guy, he didn't own his own truck, but he rented a Penske truck and had a big sign on it, and he was driving, and then Penske pulled his insurance. I guess. I mean, I'm just that's what I heard. Pulled his insurance and pulled the registration on the trailer and the semi, and he had to pull over, and people were driving past, and
They return his
but
money.
what's that?
So did they return his money?
I don't know,
He,
man. So
he, when you pay for that, you're paying for the insurance and everything. That's something that's theft,
right.
kinda.
I've been looking for people that are interviewing truckers, and a couple of the people I saw say they really don't want to talk, which I think is probably a good idea. Actually, because the Canadian truckers were giving their opinions, and then of course the government attacked them, and you know
Yeah, it
then
worked out great for them.
I saw it today. Geez, I can't remember who it was. Um, Truckers went out to go get their rigs out of impound, and they left the windows open, so there was snow in their truck, and they just trashed their trucks. I mean, the windows weren't broken; they were just down, so there's snow inside of it, and these guys were trying to jump start their trucks, and I think cost their each one, which is kind of cheap in my opinion, but $1,191 or something like Canadian dollars to
Yeah,
get it out of hack. But yeah, there was quite a few truckers and people that are trying to help get their truck started and get them out of there. Oh, I think I
uh,
know who it was.
I
It
seen
was
I
live.
seen the one guy. He had snow all over his laptop and everything.
Yeah. Oh, so you saw the live from the shed? That guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I
All
watched
right.
that earlier.
Yeah. It's just messed up. Yeah. I
Oh
don't.
yeah.
It was the cops that did it, or the towing company, or the impound lot, or who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But a lot of these truckers are speaking out now that they're home. So, and of
I got
course, they're
weird feeling it's just gonna turn out to be like a you know, like on the 6th, you know, just be like part two.
yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's what I got that inkling down there in my gut that says that's what's going to happen with this trucker, convoy. I hope they don't. I mean, I hope the majority of them don't go, into DC. I mean,
Yeah,
there
I
was,
say surround it. Just go around it. Surround it. Don't let anybody in or out.
yeah, and
Disrupt their commerce.
yeah, just say, hey, I'm doing commerce. You can't interrupt my. I'm transporting. Yeah, I'm transporting a trailer to here. Go figure it out, dipshit. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I sure as hell wouldn't go in there. I don't know. It's not that I don't want to stand up. It's just that I don't know. I think there's something weird with it, bud.
Well, I mean, that's my problem. I mean, to get down to where they left here, I mean, I really don't have the money anymore to do that. But that'd be like a shit 12-hour drive, and I know people from Canada drove from freaking Alberta, and BC, and there's a lot of shit going on up in BC too. Um, they're,
I
they're
guess
starting.
they went back today and protested more.
Yeah, and then God, I can't
Did
remember who. Travel Fund 69 was out in Toronto, and because he kind of disappeared for a while, but he was out in Toronto, and it looked like they had, not as big as Ottawa, but they had a lot of people out there dancing and protesting and stuff. But we got from what I heard, I didn't really look into it because I kind of was like needed a break from the whole Ukraine shit. But I guess there was protesters outside or inside DC protesting. It's like, well, it's okay for them to protest, but not truckers. Jeez, come on. You know,
yeah, that's pretty messed up.
yeah,
They just don't want their I don't know. It was getting too much. It was getting noticed. People were liking it.
Yeah, and then I'm seeing where everybody's saying, well, Russia went in because we have 8 biolabs there, and it's like, where's the proof, guys? Where's the proof? Don't. What pisses me off is people say shit and they have no proof. They just spout their opinion, and have, I mean, which is fine, but it just gets annoying that one person.
All the information about all of us really truly have is like an opinion. None of us know for sure what's
Right,
going on with all
but
the stuff going on.
you're starting to get garbly there. It sounds like you're driving through a.
Well, like they pull us one way and then pull us another way,
Yeah, it's all
and they do it with the media, and
part of the plan.
it's like none of us have any more to offer than speculation, really, because we're not given the facts we need to know. There's no transparency.
Right. And I mean, just the other thing, just my opinion. I don't have any facts to back it up, but other than people are, Trump, 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 Trump will save us. It's like, no, get off your ass and fucking help save yourself, just don't depend on wait until 2022 and 2024. But, I've been saying that for years, it's, you got to take stuff into your own hands. You got to, I mean, I've been unsuccessful at it, getting a group because, all the groups I've been in or tried to organize or be a part of. I mean, it's, it's like, oh yeah, we're fired up, and then a month later, it's like, where'd everybody go? Where'd everybody go? Oh yeah, oh no, they don't really want to make a sacrifice. Just that's what my experience is with, and then you got to be really careful with the, like the big groups and stuff because I mean, if they're a group that's really big, like, I'm not going to say any, but I'm sure, people can know who they are.
It's rated, everything
They,
is.
they got their own agenda, so it's
Well, everything's infiltrated too. I mean, you can't tell me that these groups that have been around
right.
have
Yeah.
300,000 followers or 300,000 people in their group. Okay, there's going to be a percentage of people in there that are no good, man. I
Right, but
mean,
what's funny is the Buffalo Grove there, you know, that hasn't been infiltrated to from what I know, and they're still meeting, and I mean I just bring that up because I couldn't sleep last night again, and I turned on the TV and can't remember what channel it was on, but it was these people that were these investigators that were looking into the God dang, now I lost my train. Well, the Grove down there, north of San Francisco, and none of the people wanted to talk in town about it, and you know, you can't get in there, and 2 of them got arrested for trespassing because they were trying to get in. But
gee,
what did I say? Did I say Buffalo Grove? I meant
yeah.
Bohemian Grove. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I used to I wrestled with a guy at state. Well, I'm getting confused because when I went to state wrestling camp for nationals, I wrestled with a guy that was from Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Dude, this guy, I mean, me, I wrestled and stuff, but this guy used to like, we're doing drills and stuff, and he's like singing Susu Studio, from the 80s. And I'm like, dude, that's so fucking annoying.
uh, that's hilarious.
God. But I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about Ukraine. I mean, I'm hearing, you
Dude,
know,
I think like I seen a thing, and I think there's a lot behind this because there's a lot of stuff to support it, really. But uh, the outcome of this is going to determine the leader of the so-called NWO.
right. I mean, you don't think Soros and Klaus Schwab and all these other elites aren't making money right now? Hand over
Well,
fist.
if you look back at World War II, there was certain people that were financing both sides of the
Henry
war.
Ford was one
I
of them.
mean, that's complete.
Henry Ford.
Yeah, Henry Ford,
Yeah,
and yeah, because he was shipping tanks to Germany, wasn't he? Was
he
it
had a
tanks?
plant over there, and then I mean, there was other people, but Henry Ford. I mean, that they got the Ford Foundation that's worth billions and billions of dollars, and I mean, they support all New World Order and liberal shit.
Like, it wasn't just him. It was like the Rothschilds and all of them.
Oh
They
yeah,
all had in on it. It's just,
but
I don't know. I think
hey,
it seems like they take turns around the world and they just act out like these fucking wars.
right.
Crazy.
To be honest with you, it's kind of sometimes I get a laugh to watch people that are starting to finally get it. And it's like, shit,
Yeah.
where you been for the last 20, 30 years? I mean, I'm only, I'm getting close to mid 50s, but, closer to mid 50s. And, thank God I'll be able to go to Denny's maybe and, get on a citizens menu, but yeah, it's just amazing to see all these people that are like, oh God, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. It's like, man, it's been in front of your face for fucking ever, and that comes to discernment. People get so busy, and of course, me and who like to talk about people watching Netflix and eat their cheese puffs and ice cream, and binge watching some freaking show, and it's like, well, you could be looking at your state website and see what your legislature is doing. You could be looking at your CAFRs in your state and your county, and getting involved. But nah, it's it's too hard, man. It's just
that's
too
that's
hard.
too real. There's too much reality there.
Yeah, yeah. And I think one guy, I was watching some guy tonight. I just was watching for a little bit, but he said he asked a good question. He said, "What are you gonna do? If there's World War III breaks out and everybody's like, go to the mountains, go to the mountains," and I'm like, "Yeah, everybody's gonna go to the mountains, and it's like it's not gonna work out. I'm sorry."
It's all
And
right. Only some of us will live.
yeah, right, right, right.
And those mountains will weed out the weak real quick.
Well, and there's only so much game. I mean, I don't know how many.
Well, I don't know. They're not around here, man. I mean,
I
you
mean,
can literally there's
where I go target shooting up there. I mean, I've been up there, a ton of times and spent hours and hours and hours up there. Really deep forest, in BLM land. I've never seen an animal, not a squirrel, not a chipmunk, not a deer, not a cougar. I mean, nothing.
what
And
do you
it's like,
walk making a bunch of noise when you're going through the woods? Or are you
no.
walking through there like a ninja?
Well, I mean, I used to, I used to take Remo up there, and we'd go walking, and because what I do when I go shooting up there is I park the car and I get the dog and I like walk about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile down just to make sure nobody's riding, four wheelers or dirt bikes or something up there, because a lot of people do that just to make sure it's, safe and stuff, and checking the air before you start popping off around. So.
It's always a good idea.
Yeah, safety first, man.
Absolutely. A lot of people get hurt. They're shot hunting on accident.
Yeah. Well, even if you hit, I mean, geez, I went shooting in the Pawnee National Grasslands when I was in Colorado with my brother and my nephews, and guy had some steel, or he had some steel targets up, and him and his wife were doing tactical movements. They had these barrels and stuff. I mean, it was pretty cool. They let us come over and you know do that for a little bit. But my brother set up some metal targets too, and I'd say they were like 50 yards away. And
Yeah.
once my brother started letting the kids shoot the AR, these people came over and said, "Hey, man, your fragments are coming over and hitting us." It's like, well, yeah. Oh, sorry, man.
Fragments are hitting us.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Well, that's never good. No one likes to be fragmented.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm gonna stretch the legs on the Lot 6 tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, geez, well, now it's raining. I don't know when. I mean, I think the only time I'm gonna be able to get up, go and shooting is if I get up to my dad's, because he's a range officer at a range up there in Washington, and I just been not feeling as good to go up there and visit them. I just never want to put my dad out, and you know,
Yeah.
I got the dog with me. I always got to pay attention to him, and you know, He's getting old and grumpy, and he's got to take a piss all the time.
Yeah. Sounds like my dad.
Well, Remo just turned He just turned 13 earlier this month, and my last Yorkie. I mean, he made it to almost 17, but he started slowing down after about 12. But now Remo's, I mean, he's 13, and he's getting grumpy with me all the time. I mean, he can still hear and shit, and his eyes are clear, and but I don't know how many more years I'm gonna have with him. So I guess I got to be nice to him.
Yeah, they do. They get grumpy in their old age. Who
Yeah,
doesn't really think about it?
yeah, no shit. Yeah.
it, it might be a universal thing with the species of anything.
Well, you got any topics you want to talk about? Since I mean, nobody's showing up again, of course, and it's probably why I'm gonna stop doing live streams.
I think Peanut has a live stream going, and
Eh,
and
entertainment, entertainment.
yeah,
Whatever.
I know why I
It-
came over here in hopes that
yeah, no, freedom of choice, man. Freedom of choice. Whatever. But that's what I think about Americans is they'd rather be entertained, and I've been saying that for a long time than actually get up on a panel and coordinate, organize something. Because
yeah,
I'm no President Obama. I'm not no community organizer, man. I need help. I'm not
yeah.
no community organizer. Yeah.
Hey, come on over here to New York. You can stay with us for a while. We can figure some shit
I'm
out.
not going. I'm not going east of the Mississippi, dude. I swear to God, no way. And especially
Really?
New York, fuck that shit, man. Unless the West gets bombarded, which I don't think it will.
Welcome. We welcome you with open arms to the front lines, Bill.
You do, man.
Come on over. Not
Yeah,
like we're
but
dead.
I'm close. I'm close to the coast, and I mean, really close to the coast, and I'm close to it takes me like 20 minutes to get in the mountains. So
Got a great big lake, Bill. It's
yeah,
huge.
yeah. Well, we got rivers. We got rivers all over the place here, man. I got that. I drive about 2 miles. I get to the Pudding River, and then there's a North Santiam Fork, and you go up in the mountains, and there's waterfalls everywhere and
Guys,
tributaries.
you guys have steelhead run?
I don't think
Like
they
out
because
like lake trout?
well, I mean, you know, the runs out here usually go up to Columbia and the Willamette. They usually, I've been fishing on the Santiam River before. Never saw a fish, never got a bite. But you go up to the Columbia, the Willamette, because the Willamette flows into the Columbia. And then of course the Snake River and stuff. I mean, that's where all the fish are, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heard
I
of
don't
snake.
know. Mouth of the Lewis River going up toward Mount St. Helens. I mean, that's good steelhead fishing up there, and that's
Yeah, that's
usually
one
where
thing I could care less about ever wanting to live around that thing. Mount St. Helens. No thanks.
yeah. I mean, it's still going, but yeah. I mean, but if one of these volcanoes go off, we're fucked anyway. So no big deal.
Yeah, probably. I
Yeah,
sure as
because
hell wouldn't want to be as
know,
close
Mount,
as you are, though.
well, I got Mount. We got Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount Baker, way up there in northern Washington. We got Mount Hood, we got Mount Jefferson, we got Three Sisters, we got Mount Bachelor. They're all volcanoes. If they blow, um, everybody's pretty much fucked. Most of the shit's gonna go east because of the winds, because most of the time the wind's going from the coast to the east, but it's still. I mean, I remember back in the 80 when that blew. I was in Germany and just seeing the pictures and I've talked to people that lived up here. You know, 3 feet of ash. In certain areas. It's like, and you can't drive in it, can't breathe in it. You know,
Oh
it
yeah,
took a lot of cleanup, and
probably
still,
snuff your car motor right out, really.
yeah. If you drive up I-5, there's still piles and piles on on certain sides of I-5 that it's just all ash, where they piled it years and years and years ago, trying to clean up everything. But Mount St. Helens, I mean, it came back pretty quick. I mean, there's wildlife up there, there's trees, and I mean, it's
Probably greener than ever now.
yeah, other than Spirit Lake that's filled with trees that are embedded with volcanic ash. I mean, that's
Yeah.
there's not many fish in there because all those logs are um, blocking the sunlight and shit. But
Huh.
just south of Mount St. Helens, you got three reservoirs or four:
Yeah.
Swift, Yale, Merwin, and what's the other one? I mean, there's good fishing up there. There's kokanee, and I used to go skiing and boogie boarding up there when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Really cold water though, even in August. When it gets hot, it was really cold water coming off the mountain.
Huh. That's cool. You ever do any like gem hunting?
No, my dad and his wife like to go and collect rocks. They go out to Eastern Oregon and Eastern Washington and go fossil hunting and collect rocks. And they got a one of those what do they call those things where you put in certain media and some water and then you run them through and then just let it go for a few days and then you change it out and rock polisher, yeah. And
Oh, okay.
some of the rocks they find they polish up pretty damn good. Remo, chill, dude. Hang on a second. Let me open the door and let the dumbass dog out. But yeah, I mean, here in Oregon and Washington, especially when you get past the Cascades. I mean, it's all desert and it's kind of like
Yeah.
Utah and Nevada and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of fossils and crap like that out there.
Yeah. I always like finding stuff in the coal mines. I used to find some really cool things, fossils and stuff. Up in the ceiling, sometimes you'd see like whole tree branches. It was neat. Fossilized tree
Okay, sorry.
roots, all kinds of stuff in the coal mines fossilized. Like whole tree branches and stuff. It was cool. Literally. Cool. But yeah, pretty nifty. People used to try and take big chunks out with them. Oh, Bill, you're gone. I'm up here all alone. You can't leave me up here alone, bro. Where you at, Bill? I don't know. Can't even. Hmm.
Well, my phone rebooted. Yeah, it's still telling battery mode. So, anyway, guys, sorry, streamer just drained the shit out of my phone. I'm gonna call it a night and get my ice pack out. I forgot to get my ice pack. That's why it drained my battery. So, anyway, peace out, guys. Have a good night.